Yo guys, this is xblademojo and today I'm gonna show you Grasp Ignite Kassadin setup gameplay. The setup that got me from a Diamond 1 to Master 100 LP within 2 days. We are on a 400 LP Master Tier West Elo versus Katarina 400 LP Godlike player. What you can expect from the video is a lot of educational feedback, everything explained step by step, crazy good wave concepts and how to actually use the setup to your advantage. Definitely not gonna regret it. I would be starting against Kata with a W start because I can win her early on. As well, if it's Katarina with a deep latent Conqueror, then you need to respect her more on level 2 because she can win you and cheese you on a prolonged fight because she gets around 100 AD with Conqueror and she can just beat you. Many people don't respect that, but I do respect. So my first thing is I wanna abuse her a bit because it's a melee matchup and we can win here level 1 with a W grasp proc. So I would be looking to maintain the grasp passive, as you can see right there, while I can. We got a good ward on a Raptors. You need to keep in mind about it as well to know where is the enemy jungler, because if you're gonna play and push, then you need to expect that. The moment she gets level 2, that's where I'm gonna be way more respectful. And at this point, I remember I wasn't like crazy over pushing and I was at the same time respecting her because I know the guy can just get Q, dash on me and start trading me really heavy, yeah? So that was going through my mind at that time. That's why I slowed down. But the moment the wave stacked, I was waiting for my level 3 and still giving her more more posture to not over force. But now, because the wave was getting bigger and bigger, actually Shaco comes to cheese a bit, and that gave me a really good prio. So as you see, just because I didn't crash the wave and played more rational, my jungler finds some angle to bully the guy, which was huge for me. Now, because he did that, I can look to heavy crash the wave. At the same time, gotta expect where is the enemy jungler. After we crash, the wave will bounce back, and that's usually where Katarina is pretty strong, so that's where you need to pay a lot of attention to the surroundings. I'm gonna ward within the timer given, because the wave is bouncing, there is time. I'm just gonna check a bit of the stuff. Then we come back. We can see Pantheon, Shaco invading in the moment when I was actually warding. So I feel like could have just warded from below, I guess. But warding from this side is pretty good because you never will get flanked by the jungler from above. Now, as I'm saying, she can be jumping and trying to do the prolonged trade. So your goal here is to make sure that you don't end up in a prolonged trade, that you space away from the shurikens. And I was making the wave just a bit bounce back. But the moment she tries to rotate, I tryna match it because wave is bouncing back into me, and I as well have ignite, yeah? So I have some combat that I can offer if it comes to the damage potential. So we started heavy trading there. They jump on me. I try to put some auto, flash away. Then Pantheon was on a cooldown with the Q, and that saved me the health. Second wind, D-shield regen, wave is good. The problem with the wave is that I can't crash it in time and Katarina is gonna be back. So we need to find the option to find a reset that we won't bully, won't fuck us up, right? So basically I'm just a bit thinning this wave, but I still wanna maintain it in front of the turret, but to the point that it won't end up pushing into her. So I'm recalling 1.3k gold, and I went blasting went plus shoes to reposition better, but shoes I went only for one reason, just to reach the wave faster. From what I remember, she did lose XP from a cannon, I lost XP from a cannon, but wave state is what matters for me. She right now is roaming, or rather making vision. Make sure that you signalize it to the team, yeah? That's really important. So now just keep it here, poke when you can, and try to keep on maintaining the wave in an uncomfortable spot for the guy. And I wasn't rushing with the wave, as you can see, because I can't match it anyway. So for me, wave state here near the turret is pretty good because then she doesn't have that much space to run me down with the prolonged trade. So I was just slow pushing. I was just building the wave. I didn't see Shaco contesting the objective, invading and so on, so there was no reason for me to push. So I was just playing pretty slow and just watching, just checking. And as well, I don't know where is enemy support. So that's as well another thing I need to take into consideration, that I don't know where is enemy support. Because when you play this setup, and here I was getting 6 and I'm keep on zoning. I'm just building up the wave, waiting for some momentum with the Shaco to release the wave. And then I can look to play for some play. I'm even pinging him, yo bro, you wanna go Raptors? They wanted Dragon, deliver the wave, next wave will bounce back. Kata is locked under the turret now with a bigger wave, so can wait to poke her with the E and stuff. I didn't have Q at that moment, I should just keep it in case she would ult it, but she doesn't have ult actually now. Then we can see Pantheon on the river going slowly. Now I didn't have Q, so I had to respect for a moment. But as you see, I'm not forcing any kind of risks because I know how the AD Katarina works out. So here I'm just taking it slow, making the wave bounce. She's posturing like Pantheon is around me right now. We can tell that. That's why I'm starting to step back and I'm warding. Seems like Pantheon was from above and actually the lags that we mentioned was from below. And they actually end up going on her. So I'm just checking, but I'm not pushing. I want the wave to bounce back because it's a better setup for a jungler, while at the same time, it's more comfy for me, because Katarina needs to sweat then. Yeah, so, and I'm posturing left, so Shaco might find some angle, but he didn't. Then he just goes away, Kata have no ult, and that's when I get more wink on, and I'm not pushing. If you guys are curious to see more point of view perspectives with just me talking through the game from the streams and stuff, then you can consider the Patri. And here I'm resetting because Kata is resetting. So I was like, hey, wave is pushing into me, looks fine. I will just do tempo recall and I will receive the wave anyway. So it's like she resets, she comes back to the wave that is uncomfortable, but I will reset and keep the wave in an uncomfortable spot, while at the same time I'm gonna get a reset for a tier and a ruby crystal, which I would, to be honest, consider the dark seal here. But I knew I had not that many slots because I got in shoes. So now I'm trying to keep the wave here. I didn't get the cannon, she didn't get the cannon either. And now I can try to zone again while having the efficiency of the items. So that's gonna be the moment where I'm trying to do some go-ins and keep on trying to keep the wave in this state. But yeah, what I was saying before is on the patreon.com xblademojo for the gold membership, you guys have access to the all matchups that I play, and I upload them later from point of view perspective with the game sounds and everything. Here they actually went for me, and yeah, I had Shen ult, but I would survive anyway, so I'm just posturing with the Shen to try and find something. And I think we killed. If not, then it's my bet. That's definitely my bet here. I end up killing, but that was a misplay, and I'm sure about it. I was saying something about it, that it wasn't the greatest play, so this is on me if it comes to the mechanical implementation. And here I was just watching what's going on, and momentum for Kassadin is really important. Yeah, I'm just getting cannon with a W for mana, and I know he can finish me. So I'm like one step ahead. I know where I can get punished. And I'm watching, and I just make him tap. Yeah. Then I'm gonna shove the wave because Kata is coming back from the base, but I track it, so I know I should make it theoretically in time to crush it. So a lot of about tracking death timers helps me here to decide what is most rational. If it comes to the making it still in time, make sure you recall deep enough so she can't stop you. We got in raw at this game because they have a Pantheon, who is kind of a burst damage. Malphite is wombo combo damage, which is a burst damage. And we have Katarina, which is theoretically burst damage, but Katarina AD is kind of melt damage. But I just wanted to counter their burst momentum, because I counter Pantheon, Malphite, and Deluxe within one item, which is Rod of Ages this game. Yeah. Malignance and all of the items order is explained in the previous video in depth. Literally in depth. Within 20 minutes you can get so much info. Time between the wave, ward, and then again we start playing. As well, the point of view with the sound and me just talking through, me just playing is on the Patreon from this game too. This is just fully educational one. And look how carefully I am playing, right? Because if I don't see the jungle, if I don't see the lags, then I'm not jumping like a monkey on the face of the Katarina, because here in that game, if I did so, I could have get killed a few times. I'm tracking her shurikens and jumping whenever I can. I'm gonna be, by the way, I didn't say that, holy fuck, but I will send you the game score on at the beginning of the video, but I'm 19 kills this game. 19 kills. Now I quick trade because I have Q and I so I could make it in time. And look, we have actually 3 men posturing around the mid, which is hot. After this we go B, they rotate, and do I recall or do I not? It's 400 gold. I stay because I was like, hey, she's still standing. 30 seconds, I don't have good base. If I recall, I give the pressure away. In case she goes bot lane out, that would be a waste to recall. I just wanted to maintain any kind of pressure and be able to respond to the guy and what he would be down to do. Yeah, so that was basically the thought process right there. Pepsi, please sponsor me. And I'm not pushing. Why am I not pushing? xblademojo, what the fuck, bro? Just push the wave. Because why would I... Now I push. Because if she stays, why would I spoon feed her like a baby? Like, plane is flying to your mouth. No. Now she based, I push. But otherwise, I don't need to rush because Shaco wasn't invading. Shaco wasn't looking for objective. And because my base isn't that great, I get 2 plates. So pay attention to this wave play this game. But now bot is looking for a play, right? We don't know about Pantheon, so I can't fight global alt. But I'm really aware of where can I be looking for the what's next. Because in your games, you gotta ask yourself, what's next a ton? That's turbo important. What's next? Yeah? Now I will quickly receive the wave and I see bot is looking, bot is cooking. So I'm not holding the waves. I'm just gonna cover the Shaco right now. They jumped, they tapped this guy. This was looking really uncomfortable, so I was just waiting. And yeah, we had no prio, Shaco and Dragon. And at this point, we just call it a day happens, don't overforce it, yeah? If Shaco wants to try, sure. But you are supposed to go with what's most rational for you to look for in the game. And don't forget you are 3-0, you cost a ton. And now because they chase him, I was considering to push. But if she comes back, then I would like her to keep her on the lane as long as possible. Again. Then we see Bart behind me, so I was more confident here. Or actually I just disengaged because I didn't wanna force. And there is no need to force because I don't have enough damage to melt Katarina to burst her, while we don't know much about the others at the same time. So I was really trying to be rational and look where their Lux comes, yeah? So that's why. That's what was crossing my mind. She stays, I stay. So for now we are just exchanging hand waves, and this seems like it's gonna be a reset. But at the same time I look, that top is making a play. So... Okay, I finished the recall. So there is option that you rather crash one more right now, at that time, while Katarina was threatening the top, or you rather just ping your team back and you get that reset for a lost chapter and get stronger, yeah? So that was the decision behind. If she commits, that would be okay to deny her one wave. But the decision went okay because nothing bad happened to my team, so I just got in free reset and now I'm stronger against Katarina once again. Yeah, so this is the thought process. Now, because wave is about to go to the center, I'm covering Shaco. Oh, I know we are stronger. I know we have Ignite. He's about to start the Void Grabs, but I'm getting to crash the wave, getting level 11. Then I'm gonna be down to comeback grabs. I was too afraid there at this moment. But yeah, then we know there is a fight 3v3. I'm trying to stop her. I'm igniting. Q into her alt, wait, she flashes, then I shouldn't flash away, it's not AP Katarina, that was my bet. But yeah, I'm at this point having too much free lead, so she couldn't handle me. However, generally, AD Katarina is the hardest, is way harder to play against if she's even or fed than the other one. Here I was resetting, just gotten tempo recall, gotten sorcerer shoes, but base wasn't the greatest. I didn't want to buy it. because I wanted to rush the item at this point. And I knew if I buy shoes, it's a minus 800 for me to finish the item. And I had no item slots. I would need to sell the D-Shield, and I wanted to stay on a D-Shield. So I could rather sell the D-Shield and get another component, but Fiendish Codex isn't that good either. Soon we're gonna be moving to the side lane from the game. As well, next video is gonna be Kassadin versus Orianna. Against Orianna, we are fighting like crazy animals, so that's gonna be worth to see, I guess. Now we go side lane. Jinx goes mid, signalize it properly. Sorry, Pepsi buff. Pepsi div. I was trying to hide in the fog of war, and now your goal is to be really aware of what the surroundings that are having place on the mid and the top lane. I wasn't pushing, I was trying to cheese the guy, but he saw me. So, but right now I'm just still getting Clave go approach because she can't access the wave, so if she stays here, I'm down to stay here. But they were actually coming here for me. So it's good I wasn't pushing, so I was trying to disengage as much as I can. I used Q, which I could have kept. And here I remember that is my only dev, because that was turbo free, I just shouldn't come back. And I was like, I'm so bad, I said, you know? Because I was like, hey bro, it was so free, and I die here, and that's my only death of the game. But yeah, so if it comes to adaptation with the wave, I didn't have enough feedback, I just waited out. But I could be alive, so then I would gotten even more waves and stuff. Can speed up a bit. No, I can't. Then we come back. Dragon is about to spawn. So this time you push quick the bot side. And then you wanna join your team. If they are fine, I mean, remember now we should just play simply for a dragon, right? But we overforce jungle, so we can't contest the dragon. Simple as that. So then I'm just gonna push wave and I'm gonna reposition probably backwards because they will. Unless I saw Pantheon top, but yeah. But we can't contest the dragon, that's the problem. Otherwise, we wanna convert the leads into the objectives. Keep it simple, you don't need to be faker. You don't need to be 200 IQ, you just need to know what objective we play for. Oh my god, the Pepsi. I should mute mic, but yeah. So now, yeah, we can't. So we don't wanna overforce. I remember this Shaco was calling it, I knew it's bad. To be honest, 100% don't do it what we do here. 100% don't do it what we do here. Because I should just get mid-wave. You shouldn't ever care about it. That's turbo flip. That's beyond lucky that this works out. But this Shaco, this game was doing like a good pressure, but he was turbo flipping. And if I die, that was losable game. We got in Shen ult, but in my opinion, no, generally, why would you fucking sweat for a first dragon, if not second? Would you? Is that worth? We outscale anyway. No. To be honest, mid push as much as you can, get resources, that's all. That was the best option. I go Mercs because a lot of AP damage, a lot of CC. I'm playing Croa, so, and I have Ultimate Hunter in my rune page still. Now I'm filling the rotation, going topside to defend. It's 20 minutes. I would try to kill the Malphite right there. Atakan is spawning, so Atakan can be the next goal of the map. I was trying to reach to this guy. And we got him his ult, so we call it a day. We lost the turret. I felt like he would lose the turret anyway, so... Then we're gonna elevate the pressure, Atakan spawning soon. So, but we have Jinx dying on a bot lane, she was 0-10. So Jinx dies bot side, so it's a little bit awkward right there. Shen ult in 100. We elevate the push. But soon someone would need to handle on the bot side, and Jinx cannot handle the Katarina. But at the same time, there is a thing. Here I remember I was like pretty sure I could have killed, but I didn't. So I could have gotten a kill here. But yeah, when I play with the Ignite, I don't have TP. But if I'm 5-1, 2 items at this point. I really wanted to be close to the team, near the team, to make sure that I don't lose the opportunity to fight with them. That's why I didn't want to really play bot side right now, and I was hoping Jinx can handle, and I'm stronger than the Jinx. But then they killed her again on a bot side. But at the same time, we killed them right there, right? We got in some pick. And then in the end, we didn't get anything. So, gonna be simply a reset. And then I'm puffing mid. I'm not going bot, if you can see. Because I wanna be, same rule, near the attackant. I don't wanna overforce. As well, we're not gonna fight mid, because we don't know about the Pantheon. The goal is to look to transition to the top, because there is a lot of combat going on. So at this point of the game, we play 80% map. Just getting kills. Speed up, elevate. We do attack on for free. After this, we reset. She was chasing me like crazy. I knew she could try to kill me. I mean, okay, I'm 16 at 24 minutes, right? But level 14 Katarina is chasing me. And AD Katarina can melt Mundo with ult. That's why I'm disengaging. Just to have it clear. I don't need to risk the shutdown. I don't need to take the risks here. I have Dragon in 80 seconds. I play around Dragon, I get pick, I win the game. And that's the mentality you need in your games. Because many people just like limit test 24/7 and they are not rational, because you guys wanna play for dopamine, you don't wanna play for the win. But I can keep it simple, bro. I'm gonna go Dragon, then I'm gonna win a fight. Thank you, bye-bye. It's a free win. That's the plan. But yeah, like, that's why there is no need to take a risk. You need to know when it's worth to take a risk and when it's just most rational to play for objective you can win. But then, I remember we got in pick on a Mal fight. Here could be many people, so I'm just watching. I'm just checking how it is. But the simplest way is to just go Dragon and do it. So even I went too deep, then they killed the Jinx, and then we cannot get a Dragon. That's a 400 LP Master Tier West macro. So we had to give it, and it's a shame. At this game, I remember I went Frozen Heart to get some more physical damage against them because I was pretty fat anyways. Team is fighting on the bot side. They did Dragon likely. So I can look for a flank and to see if I can clear them up. But yeah, that wasn't the greatest if it comes to macro. So if you want to learn better macro, I would say this game is a good example of what to do sometimes and sometimes what not to do. So enjoy. Here, make sure you get a good comfortable flank to get the most value possible. I rift hook here, IQ. Then I rift hook one more time and she almost killed me. It was crazy. And I had Varden mail. Can you imagine? I was trying to get the Lux, but she repositioned, so we call it a day. We elevate the side lane pressure, then we reset. And now we play for an Ashore. Yeah, same thing. Elevate, and now I go mid. I don't go bot, I don't have TP. I wanna be looking for a pick. I'm 10-1 on the game right now. Yeah, so I'm trying to look for a pick. Pantheon jumps on me. And this rift hook was too bad. I could just turn on him considering how many people were there. Then we see Katarina, we can try to flank. I was really trying to find some opportunity. Then they went on a Shen. So we tried to back up the Shen. And I'm trying to go Caitlyn. But then I see Kata coming. So to me it was pretty simple to just go Katarina. Just when you play Kassadin, try to find a kill that you can kill the fastest way possible and kill that won't cost you to overchase. So Caitlyn was overchase more risk. Katarina you could reduce the risk with. Yeah, so we go with a pick that is safer, especially when we are worth 1k gold. We have 10 stacks Magi. Here we do the Nashor, I do Honey Fruit. Then I know they are coming, so what I can do is I can get back up from behind. Good video for the flanks. They killed her, here I flashed just to get a kill. Was that worth? Of course that was Giga worth. Flash like this every game, no. That flash within the 5 minutes from now could be converted into the Dragon. So killing Klax wasn't that necessary considering she's in the win condition. I did get some gold, but it wasn't like crazy OP basically. We got Frozen Heart and Magi at this point. What we need still is the Bloodsetter Curse. We need a Void Staff, but I'm not playing Void Staff anymore. I'm playing Bloodsetter Curse. So we need the Bloodsetter Curse at this moment. Now we push Dragon in 2 minutes, try to find a pick on the map. So right there I'm trying to fight, but I don't know how many people. So I'm gonna reduce the risk. I'm gonna receive the side lane, get a blue buff, elevating the push. And now I'm gonna try to look for a pick. If I won't find anything, then I can maintain the bot lane side lane pressure, and we have Dragon in 50 seconds. A lot of people are coming, they ping, but even if they come, they can't do anything to me, so I'm fine. Tempo recall, and now I was thinking what to do. And I remember here I sold the shoes, gotten the Bloodsetter Curse, but was that good? Wait, how much gold I got? I had 2k, I didn't have an Rabadon. So now we go Bloodsetter Curse, because I was full build, but if it's not a full build, okay? Because you need still Rabadon to have a real full build in a late game. So what we're gonna be doing, optimally you wanna sell Malignance. Here my team overforced. That's what I meant with this Sheko. We have Dragon, play for the fucking objectives on the solo queue. Yeah, that's the problem of the solo queue games, because... And here I was still trying to find a pick, so let's see the fight. Or am I just almost dying here? Yeah, there were so many people, it was lucky. I barely survived, and I almost end here. It's crazy. That was such a misplay. If I give 1k gold to Katarina, it's so bad. So we couldn't convert the lead. Because we died there. And about the items, so... 2 final items you need always as Kassadin. Void Staff and Rabadon, most of your games. Frozen Heart steals 1 slot from us. Here, okay, watch. We go quick. Trying to get a pick. I'm not rushing with the Riftox, did you see? I was giving it a moment to make sure I landed on Katarina. Then we go Pantheon. And he almost outplayed me, was crazy. And now, listen. So, what we will do is we stay with the Magi 25 stacks optimally, and we sell Malignance, because Magi gives you movement speed, and 125 AP. We sell Malignance, we get Rabadon. You sell in the end Malignance. If you are planning on selling the shoes, you sell the Malignance. You can exchange the Malignance. The other items I don't change. Gotten a pick on a Kate. Was just trying to find something, some 15-1. Frozen Heart I'm staying because they are pretty heavy AD. So I wanted to make sure that they can't do anything with that. Yeah, that was the thought process. So I think I'm gonna check now the gold. And I'll need 200 gold for a Rabadons to do this. On Malignance build, it's a bit easier because you don't have Roa, so you have 1 more slot. Yeah, but as well, I explained this on the previous video, itemization in depth. So now it's just a matter to have a final picks, and we're gonna be finishing the game, guys. Just need to get a final picks right now. Just trying to find them on the map. Map awareness 90% of the time when you play late game Kassadin, you just need to know their scoreboard, so their items, and the rest is you just need to know what they can do to you, what are their items, how much MR they got, stuff like that. And the rest is you need to navigate well with the champion. To navigate well with the champion, you need to see the map. Yeah, so we are 71. We run here to find the final picks. And at this point, we win. If you guys like the video, let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more. Thumb up. And yeah, next video tomorrow. Kassadin Grasp Ignite versus Orianna. Let me know how did you like it. For coaching, you know where to find me. Discord, xblademojo, all links in description. Patreon.com, xblademojo for more educational information. That was the damage and that was the final stats of the game. 0-10. And yeah. Okay. See ya, guys. Thank you. Good luck.
I want to take a second to recommend working with xblademojo, who's been a terrific coach.
I've worked with a lot of coaches over the years. xBlade is far and away one of the best.
Thanks for teaching me so much, Roy.